What's up, guys? So today the word is colourful, and this can mean a variety of different things, as I've had to tell my executive at Popcorn recently. So article that we were discussing, but I'm going to use it to mean my overall review of 13 Reasons Why on Netflix. If you haven't finished watching this series, please go and finish it first before you watch this video. Huge disclaimer right here, because I will probably spoil something at some point and not even realise it, and then the rest of the show will just kind of be predictable, I suppose, because looking back on it, there are some pretty predictable things that come up, but while you're in the zone watching it, they kind of surprise you. Also, another disclaimer, I watched the first 3 episodes, went, yeah, this is going to be a good series, and then the second night when I went to watch it, I watched from episode 4 till the end. I binge watched the entire thing, so I was in the zone the entire time. I definitely think that this is how that show should be watched. So, yeah. Alright, so if you haven't heard of 13 Reasons Why, or you don't watch Netflix, let me just kind of break it down basically for you. It is based on a book of the same name by an author named J. Asher. I'm pretty sure I got that right. I've been looking for the book myself, and I keep having to look up the author. But it's based on a book anyway. And what it's about is it's about this girl who commits suicide and leaves 13 tapes for various people to listen to understand why she decided to kill herself. And each person that has listened to it is one of the people on one of the tapes, which means that they are one of the reasons, because there's 13 tapes. And so the series follows Clay Jensen, who through flashbacks you find out was a friend and co-worker of the girl, Hannah. They worked together and they went to school together. They kind of hung out a little bit. And then also through the flashbacks you get to see what her life was like when she was still alive. So it also helps Clay kind of come out of his shell and let people know how he felt about the whole thing, and basically just uncovers like a conspiracy of sorts, I guess, to what her life was like. I personally think that this was a good show. It does get some graphic in particular episodes. It gets graphic in, I've written this down somewhere, it is, episodes 9, 12 and 13. Episodes 9 and 12 deal with like rape and rape culture and that kind of thing, and episode 13 actually shows in sort of halfway between no detail and graphic detail, but it does show you Hannah actually committing suicide. So if those things are triggers for you, I don't suggest, I don't know, because I obviously don't want to be like, I suggest this for everyone, if that's going to trigger you and give you a mental breakdown. That's not what I want to do. But I do think that it's portrayed in a way that its only intention is to just kind of get the conversation started with, look, this is what happens when this. The other thing that I found was that it doesn't kind of blame the victims so much, as it's just kind of like, look, they're victims the same way victims can be in any crime. you know, like they weren't asking for it. I know that that's a thing that people think, like, oh, if they're gonna dress like that, then they're asking for it. And this kind of basically goes, well, no, they're being a dickhead, and that's how it happened, which I really enjoyed. I did also get to watch the behind the scenes part, and I will say that if you are triggered by the stuff that I've mentioned that happens in those episodes, watch that first so you can understand why, and then if you feel like watching those episodes and watching the show as a whole, then you know why they're doing what they're doing, and it's not for no reason. But yeah, overall, I think this is a show that we definitely needed. It's definitely, especially at Popcorn, where I'm writing magazines, it's really popular. I know that the executive and myself have both watched it, and we both think it's an amazing show. One of my friends watched it. She got triggered by the rape in some of the episodes, and other than that, she said that she found the show to be really good, and like kind of essential to kind of get a conversation started about bullying as like a whole. So kind of cool. Also, I think it kind of lets you understand, like as an adult, it lets you understand how a teenager's mind sort of works. And I guess I'm in that nice little bracket of young adult where I'm still not considered to be like a middle-aged, like fully fledged adult, but legally I am, and I'm still kind of living in the headspace of like just having come out of school. I've still got, you know, I still work with teenagers. I still have friends who are in their final years of school. My sister herself only finished last year, and so I'm still kind of in that sort of group, but I'm also in like adult group. So as a Venn diagram, I'm in the middle to being able to kind of see both sides of what that show's trying to do, and I think it's incredibly important. So yeah, overall, I think it's an amazing show. I was obviously quite hooked on it. The only other time I've ever been hooked on anything else like that was when I read the Beautiful Creatures books, and I have made another video about that if you want to scroll through my list of videos to find that. But yeah, that's all I got for today, guys. That was a lot of words in a short time. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we will be writing articles about it on Popcorn. When those come out, I will give you guys the address for the website. And I'm assuming that you can buy the magazines on the website. I will have to check with my executive producer and editor, whatever his title actually is. I'll have to check with him so that you can kind of go and buy the magazine or read the magazine online or whatever it is you want to do. Because yeah, it looks like it's going to be a really good article that goes into that. The consensus at the moment is that we're going to try and get as many writers as we can to cover it. And I'll give you my idea just really quickly before I finish up here. My idea is that we get each writer to kind of focus on maybe like an episode or particular aspect of the show, like how it deals with serious things and how it deals with this, how it does those kinds of things. And we'll do a like X number of reasons why 13 Reasons is important, and then each reason will be by a different writer. I think that would be really cool because each episode of the show deals with a different character, but you see how they felt that character was, and like how that led up to the finale where she kills herself. But yeah, anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's gone longer than I would have liked it to, but I guess that's reviews. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you thought of 13 Reasons Why. Let me hear your feedback on the show if you've watched it. If you haven't, go and watch it, please, and then you can leave me a comment. Otherwise, if you have no intention of watching it, leave me a comment of why you don't want to watch it and for what reasons. I'd love to start a conversation about this because it is important for the general community to get involved in this, because we can all help in one way or another. And if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button wherever it is on your device, as I make videos every day. And until next time, guys, keep that spinning bright, and I'll catch you all later.